So I've just got done with my first case discussion on Akshay Patra. And Akshay Patra, as you know, is a pioneering organization doing great work in providing midday meals to government schools. And the case was interesting today because we really discussed how should Akshay Patra scale, and some of the things that Akshay Patra does really well, apart from being a pioneering organization in their space, is that they are very action oriented. They supply meals on time at 10 rupees per meal through centralized kitchens which produce these meals and distribute these meals. They also have a very strong eye for quality, which means that they have a lot of checks in terms of the meals are healthy, they are being produced with the right processes, and they are being constantly evolving and learning based on their processes. What Akshay Patra has not been able to successfully do is really being able to lobby for their model for wider adoption with more state governments. They have not been able to evolve a model for rural schools. They do it really well in urban areas where centralization and distribution is possible. Um, but they haven't really invested in R&D for rural, and they have really not done sort of research on the outputs or outcomes that they have achieved, whether it is improving attendance, whether it is improving child nutrition, or whether it's even preventing dropouts. So the question we were really trying to ask was, one, what is the core of Akshay Patra's model? Uh, and the second, if Akshay Patra were to go from feeding 1.5 million children to 5 million children, what are the options they have? So the Akshay Patra model is about technology, is about mechanizing the process, is about managing the supply chain, which is right from procuring the food from the Food Corporation of India to really managing that supply chain in a way that they can really cut costs and maximize the impact. The challenge for them is really in the next 5 to 5 years they want to reach, they want to triple their impact, which is triple the reach of the children. And the dimensions there that came up in the conversations were that A, they need access to significantly more working capital to do that. They currently have their meal costs about 10 rupees, like I said. About 6 to 7 rupees is what they get from the government. But they need to raise the other 3 rupees from philanthropic capital. Now, if they need to reach more number of uh, children, they also need to invest significantly in setting up more number of kitchens. Each kitchen is a significant investment, about 20 crores. And if they have to reach this goal of 5 million, they need an additional investment of about 1,000 crores. Now, this 1,000 crores needs to come through a mix of philanthropic capital, which means they need to up their fundraising significantly. And also, they need to make a strategic choice. Should we continue to focus on urban areas and feed more people in urban areas, versus should they go out and develop a model for rural India? uh, the tried and tested approach says that they should go in and do an urban model, given all their success has come from there. They have tried some ideas for rural, which hasn't really worked. So the conclusion was that it is probably beneficial for Akshay Patra to continue focusing on urban, as well as an interesting take on the fact that they probably need to evolve their model in a way that can address certain, well, try models that can prove their impact in rural areas but keep their focus on urban models.